to get better and better and better. It's an agenda with a deadline. We have 3 more years to go. 1 year gone. But this first 1 year, ladies and gentlemen, has been 1 year of trying to set fundamental, foundational issues. While I said this particular this particular first anniversary, I'm so delighted, so very delighted about the cream of the Anambra who have come, and very importantly, our partners in progress, our friends and well-wishers, and the partners of Anambra, friends of Anambra, and very importantly, I would dare to say, the father of modern Nigeria is here, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, who is also my boss. As my boss, under whose tutelage I went for 4 years, woke up every morning, part of the morning prayer team, and learned on the feet of the master. And I think I must say, yes, yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's the former governor is coming. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes. I think today is a very, very special day. Yeah. It's a very special day. Very special day in Anambra. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much. It's a very special day in Anambra. Before you walked in, my predecessor in office, and an illustrious son of Anambra in whom we are well pleased, Mr. Peter Obi. Before you came, I was just appreciating Mr. President, the father of Nigeria, who laid very clear foundations, who happened to be a mentor, one who inspired me, and I would dare to say, one who also encouraged me along this path. And I'm so very pleased, and I want to thank God immensely, that today when we are celebrating our first year in office, that he is here live to witness the seed that he has sowed. I've appreciated all the guests who are here, but my predecessor who just came in, we've also recognized Mrs. Etiaba, with whom you worked. Under our own party, when I sent an invitation to him, and I don't think he saw it, when we then met in Aguilera, I reminded him that I had sent him an invitation, and he read it there beside me and promised me that he will come, and here he is. That is Anambra. That is the spirit of Anambra. In Anambra, I did say that even when I was attacked on the road, en route to this place, so then this beginning of this journey, I did issue a statement that in Anambra, politics is not war. In Anambra, we play our politics. We might disagree, we might fight. We don't even fight physically. People might have their court orders in their pockets and so on and so forth, as the most litigious people, I am told. But when that is all over, we come together. That is the spirit of Anambra. And I want to thank you immensely, Governor, for coming to this event. Okay, now let us go on. Okay, dear friends, in this short presentation, sorry, like we said, that there's no excuses. Despite the challenges, mean resources, security, infrastructure challenges, we had a road crisis. We promise you that there will be no challenges. And the documentary that was supposed to go was supposed to provide you with a total overview, a summary of what has happened in a nutshell, so that I wouldn't spend much of the time, speaking here on the podium. But let me quickly just go, through this. Like I said, in the first year has been foundational, and we'll be working literally 24/7. In our second year, on our journey to building the foundation for a livable and prosperous smart megacity. From our second year onwards, for the remaining 3 years, we'll be consolidating and scaling off our transformation process. And on this first year, our focus also was, and will continue to be, focusing on the 5 pillars of the Soludo solution agenda. We designed our manifesto. We are committed to Ndi Anambra to deliver everything we have promised you in our manifesto. And we will do everything that we can, despite all the challenges. Of course, SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the state, not exhaustive. We have them all here. This presentation will be made public. So if you are interested, you are going to read it, download it and read. But I'm just going to summarize and go through quite a bit of it. Anambra has, like I said, the economic size of about 6 to 7 trillion naira, with very abundant human resource, human capital, domiciled at home and elsewhere. Anambra people are everywhere, all over the world. Everywhere we are, you have the investors. More than 60% of our non-land assets are outside of the Anambra state. And part of our challenge, part of our mission here is to now come down to build a homeland, an itinerant people that happen to be in everybody's village. But our homeland, for some reason, is seemingly desolate. And it is time for us to build a livable and prosperous homeland, a preferred place to live, to learn, to invest, work, relax, and enjoy. And our vision is that this will be Africa's new axis of prosperity. So that as an itinerant people, going to live outside of Anambra will be by choice and no longer by duress. That's the mission that we set out to achieve. As I said, our 5-point agenda is security, law and order, infrastructure and economic transformation, human capital and social agenda, governance and value system, and of course the environment. The environment is Anambra's existential threat. About 35 to 40% of Anambra's land is under threat of erosion and flooding annually. And then, of course, for us to have everything technology and technology everywhere. On security, law, and order, I think they have tried to, on the documentary, summarize quite a bit of it, but I will send you this to read. But the issue of kidnapping for ransom, banditry, farmer headsmen, clashes, communal disputes, cult and drug-related criminality, separatist agitation, and so on, were so rampant when we came here. But with a single-minded purpose and in unison with the Anambra, we all agreed that we must take back our homeland. And we took on this insecurity head-on. And today, I don't need to go through what we have done, quite a whole lot of things, including establishing a full Ministry of Homeland Security to deal with this, with commissioner and special advisors on security, and the functional synergy among the security agencies in the state, restructure the Anambra Vigilante Service, and strengthen Security Trust Fund. And Monday Sit at Home has largely loosened, and we could say we set up a Truth, Peace, and Justice Commission to be able to get down to the remote and immediate causes of the insecurity, not only in Anambra, but the entire Southeast. And the Truth, Justice, and Peace Commission has submitted an inception report, and we're already on course to implementing some of their recommendations. But so far, it is good to say, I think to summarize, that so far, Anambra is safer today, far safer today than it was 17th of March last year. On law and order as well, judiciary is a critical component of that. And we've been in partnership with the judiciary. Our chief judge is here, very hardworking, very conscientious, a patriotic son of Anambra. And the judiciary and our judges have been in partnership with us. And with this, we've had, I said, in terms of productivity of our judges, I understand that we rank only second to Lagos in terms of the number of cases that you are able to dispense. We proceeded on sequential digitization of the justice delivery system, enabling virtual hearing facilities, improved power supply in our high courts, and facilitated a new law, state multi-door courthouse that will enhance access to justice by providing alternative mechanism to supplement litigation. Opened a register for defendants convicted for rape and so on, designated courts at the magistrate and high court for sex gender-based cases, and facilitating the amendment of criminal justice law, and so on and so forth. On part 2, which is our economic infrastructure and economic transformation. When we came, the pillars to make this livable and prosperous homeland to happen, the critical infrastructure required to make this happen, include the issue of transportation, especially land in the case of Anambra here. Our water transportation will also be very critical, but also power infrastructure, technology, and so on. And we immediately, recognizing the road crisis that we had, we acknowledged that during our campaigns that Anambra faced a road crisis. And when we came, we immediately declared a state of emergency on roads.